So first of all, congrats for going so far. And second, now it's time to get involved. You already know the options. You could build your application, you could join a team that's building something, you could participate in the governance process, or if you are interested, a great first step is joining the Ambassador program. We're going to go deeper and explain how to be part of the Ambassador program in one of the videos of this course. However, you have Google, my friend, you can go and start being part right now. It would be a great first step to joining the Optimism Collective. Now it's time for the Superchain. We've seen the vision, a world where impact equals profit and everyone is happy. But why do we need a Superchain for that? Crypto faces a scalability problem ever since the beginning. Blockchain tech is not enough to bring all the benefits of decentralization to the masses, to build a real new digital place, to build a real new web where people are not reading and writing but also owning. We do need to rewrite the rules of the game, but we also need to address the scalability problem. That doesn't mean crypto is a shit, right? Like 20 years ago, no one ever thought that something like Netflix would be possible. Internet faces very similar issues to the one that crypto is facing today. So we can solve the problem. We are solving the problem. The world will go on-chain, and hopefully it will be much better than the evil off-chain version. Now, we don't know when that is going to happen, but we do know a bunch of things. We know, for example, that a one single layer one is not going to solve for everything. It doesn't make sense to think of a blockchain that supports 1 million transactions every second. Instead, it's much more reasonable to expect many different chains. This idea gave birth to the multi-chain thesis. It's basically what you heard. Horizontal scalability, a lot of chains running in parallel and taking different pieces of the pie, taking different transactions, so all together we can really do cool stuff. Now, multi-chain approach has a bunch of problems. Bridges all over, bridges are complicated, you know that. You have fragmented liquidity, you have fragmented user base, you have people trying to figure out different code bases, different security assumptions. Everything gets like a little bit complicated. So what if we could get the best of both worlds? What if we could get the horizontal scalability of the multi-chain approach, but we could also get shared security and we could also get shared communication between all the chains that are running in parallel? That's exactly what the Superchain is. It's taking the best of both worlds. The processing capacity of a multi-chain approach in which you have many chains processing many transactions at the same time, but also all the advantages of network effects and composability between chains. The Superchain technically is a network of chains that have a shared security, a shared communication layer, and the same stack, the OP stack. The key improvement is interoperability and standardization. All the chains that have the OP stack will be defined as OP chains, and they will be interoperable between each other. So you will get the capacity of many blockchains, but you will also get this network effect approach, this network effect advantage, in which builders won't have to think this or that chain. They will build for the Superchain as a whole. Now, the Superchain is pointing in the right direction, it's telling us where to go, but if we don't want to miss the path, we need to remember the key properties. We are not there yet, we are just arriving. And the key properties of the Superchain are share layer 1 security, share bridge for the OP chains, cross messages and cross transactions, different customization of possibilities for the OP stack, and cheap deployment for new OP chains. Once these key properties are achieved, maybe you are in the 2030 and the Superchain is already powering a new world where impact equals profit and public goods are at the center of the scene, but I have no idea of knowing that. What I do know is that we've been through quite a lot in this chapter, so we're going to do a little bit overview in the next video to refresh some concepts, and after that, it's ready, set, governance. See you there, stay optimistic.